Hello, everyone. This will be an interesting one. We are going to be testing AV1 encode while playing Project 06. And I have no idea how this is going to go, quite frankly. In theory, we should be able to get away with a fifth of the bitrate that we could before. Which is really interesting when you're only talking about 30% change in encoding efficiency, but let's just go ahead and drop this. All right. I'm already dealing with hearing the game audio, which I know means that you guys are as well. And since I'm just in the menus, that's going to be its own problem. But I am going to be particularly interested in what people have to say about the quality after I finish spreading this around. Because this, in theory, should be a very different video quality, or at least it should be just as good while I'm using considerably less bitrate. So, yeah, this should definitely matter for you guys. And matter for me. It's less demanding that the internet has to be. Now, about the game itself, what we're playing is basically a port of Sonic 06 that was done by fans, but then, like, the game was overhauled, to my understanding at least. It was overhauled completely to be, well, functional, because for those of you who know absolutely anything about Sonic 06, was not the most functional of experiences for literally anyone. So, and I say that as somebody who never, was wise enough to never have actually bothered playing Sonic 06, which, it might sound strange for somebody to, especially for somebody who's like hugely into Sonic and Sega and whatnot, to openly be like, yeah, this game's bad, but I didn't personally bother playing it to confirm that it's bad. The thing is, it's one of those rare cases where you really didn't need to play it. If you've seen the footage of this game, and you've seen the things that happened in said game, like the experiences people were having with it, oh man, it was bad. It was unforgivably bad. I would go as far as to say it was indefensible, is what it was. But yeah, this is a significant overhaul. It plays nothing like the original. I've seen more than enough evidence of that. And, yeah, we're just gonna feel it out and try to have a good time with this. And, for those of you who are on, like, phones and stuff, let me know, especially from you, how it how the stream goes, because using a fifth of the bitrate that I was initially using should make a big difference for you if you're on a phone. Like, my stream should be infinitely smoother and look just as nice. Ah, I should have jumped. Whatever. Now we go the slower way. Woohoo! I was too distracted thinking about stream stuff. I feel like Wave Ocean was designed with the express purpose in mind of reminding people of the opening stage from Sonic Adventure, which the name of escapes me at the moment, which it really shouldn't because I used to do mods for that game. But I feel like it's meant to harken back to that a little bit. Anyway, another thing about this whole AV1 thing, for some of you, I worry that if you have like really old parts for your device, your PC, your phone, whatever, a lot of you may not even get to experience the stream because if you don't have AV1 decode support, you wouldn't be able to see it. So that's something I should mention too. Is yeah, if the stream just doesn't work for you at all, yeah, I would appreciate knowing how many people that's affecting as well. You know, one thing nobody can ever take away from Sonic 06 is that this game looks really good. Like, this was a game, again, from 2006. I mean, it wasn't even officially called Sonic 06. They just used the year it released because it was just called Sonic the Hedgehog. Because a lot of game companies really like making reboots of things with just the name of the series, which is so arrogant on so many levels. But I do think that that's going to be a major contributor in and of its own right. Oh boy. Speed stage, I have to pay attention. Oh boy. That's a terrible camera angle. Yeah, there's definitely still some jank that needs to be sorted out. Like, this isn't perfect, but given the things that happened in Sonic 06 for most people, like, this is definitely a market improvement from how it initially was. And these speed sections were honestly the only things that people liked. And I know that the base movement speed in this game for this version has been increased as opposed to the original experience. So it is very possible that they didn't fully account for that when they did the speed sections. Maybe they didn't, like, you know, bring it back down. But I don't think it matters all that much. And that's Wave Ocean for you. Yeah, that stream quality honestly doesn't look too bad. I'm looking at it through my phone right now.
That was incredible.
An S rank? I don't feel like I played that well. By any means. I I didn't mean throw people for a loop as in not play a game that I would be interested in. I meant throw people for a loop as in do something that people, you know, wouldn't have had a reason to feel prepared for.
Elise, hold on tight.
I mean, to be fair, this game, like this on PC shouldn't even exist in the first place. Officially, it doesn't. I just went through the sand. Interesting. But yeah, no, in theory, this is a game that doesn't exist. So there's no way you could have been prepared for it. Like, this game has no PC release. That is not a thing. Oh boy, no, no! Alright, this quicksand thing is gonna be a problem. Okay. How in the world do we navigate this problem? Oh, okay, there's a mechanic in here for that. I'm sure it was trying to explain that to me when I ignored it. I mean, sure. Okay. I mean, I'm definitely not gonna just magically stop playing things that I like. That's never gonna happen. I will never, ever play games just to, you know, appease. It's gotta be something I, like, think has merit. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm definitely not getting an S here. That's for sure. I still kind of don't understand how I did on Wave Ocean. Alright. Ah, that's the button for that. I had not figured that out yet. But it's the same button it freaking always is. For Xbox-style controllers. Fair enough. Now that I actually understand the mechanics, and since we're not like following the story or anything, because this is ultimately a mod slash port thing, like it's not a proper port, it's like a modded thing. I think it would be a good idea to replay the stage now, understanding the new mechanics. Because I feel like we could do a whole hell of a lot better than a B. Uh-oh, no! That was such a weird angle. I couldn't see that death drop. Oh, but that was a good run, though. I feel like I'm getting a pretty good understanding of what's going on here. And for all of its faults, one thing people can't say when it comes to Sonic 06 is that it, like, didn't have good pathing, like, good level design. Because it did. Like, it had plenty of alternate pathing and stuff. It's just, you'd never actually... Oh my god, that was such a bad hit. Okay. We're gonna try that one more time.
Elise, hold on tight.
That guy hit me from, again, an angle I couldn't see. So the camera issues still exist. That's clearly still a thing. Probably... Oh, wow. I literally did not do a different input. Whatever. Okay. But yeah, no, the camera issues clearly still exist to one extent or another. It's probably not as bad as it was in the original. But again, I can't really speak to that because I didn't actually play Sonic 06. I've just seen the nightmares. I should go into speedrunning. You know, I actually wouldn't mind that all that much, depending on the game in question. Uh-oh, uh-oh, no, 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 no. Alright, I really should stop doing this so that you guys can actually see other things, but I'm stubborn now. I want to see how good of a run I can get on this if I actually, like, do it right. Because there's so much of a potential for me to get such a better score than a B. Like, there were so many things I messed up on my first run. Dude, no! You will not take me out that easily. Yes! We're making actual progress now. Zoobies! Yeah, for sure. Oh my god, that was annoying. No! Okay, okay, there was thankfully a boost pad there. Woo! We are definitely taking a long way here. What is this? I guess by missing that one little boost, we just, yeah, we just completely took another path. You see what I mean, though? This is one of the things that I like about Sonic games that have been lost to time. Like, new Sonic games don't really do this. And this was one of the last ones, like, that did. Where there's, like, a bunch of different paths that you can do the same thing on. Like, the 2D Sonic games are really, really good about this. To where it accommodates different play styles and different paces of play. Which I think is really, really cool. No! I almost skipped that whole thing. Whatever. We're going this way. Hell yeah! We zoom in! Let's go! We zoom in! We zoom! Let's go! There we go. We're getting the speed now. You know, oh, I was so distracted by Toki's thing. You know, I get you, Toki. I get what you're trying to do with the memeing about Sonic 06. But the thing is, this, like, This is not the official Sonic 06. This is a fan project to port it to PC.
Nice.
And it's also been completely revamped. So it plays a whole hell of a lot better. That extra little detour at the end will probably screw over my grade by like a full letter.
How was that?
Still a freaking B anyway. Whatever, we'll come back to it later. Oh yeah, the loading times are definitely gone. But there's a lot of change.
This is a pretty cool.
Much less pixelation on 1080p with AV1 looking good. So by the way, Ivo, I am using a fifth of the bit rate that I was initially using. A
This is a pretty cool
fifth.
place for a base. Press and hold the A button as long as you can, and release it right at the jump ramp.
Gotcha, I see how this works now. Okay, the snowboarding is still nowhere near the quality that it was in like SA1. Even in like, even in this reworked version. I'm not a fan of the snowboarding stage already at all.
Place for a
What was I using before? 10K? No, I was using 51K.
base and release it right at the jump ramp.
I am currently using 10K for 1440 P60, which is overkill, by the way. You could get away, from what I've heard on AV1, for 1440p, you could get away with as little as 6K, which means you could realistically do this on Twitch. But Twitch doesn't support it yet. So, yeah, heck Twitch. Oh boy. This is a weird angle. Also, look at that. That is definitely pretty jank physics.
This is a pretty cold place for a base.
51K, Jesus Christ. Yep.
Press and hold the A button as long as you can, and release it right at the jump ramp.
Okay, let's go. I am not a fan of this snowboard level. In the least. Oh, it's funny you say that. This update of Project 06 is actually the one that actually introduces the silver levels. So that's probably what most people who are playing this right now are actually doing. This update came out, if I remember correctly, like 2 weeks ago. So it's still recent and relevant. Okay, we vibing, we making progress.
Now that's a big snowball.
Oh boy. Yep, we sliding.
Okay, let's head straight to Eggman's base.
Okay. We get a speed section? That's a good reward for all that crap. Oh, no, never mind. So like a regular level. It just felt like a speed section because Sonic's actually moving. Again, the speed in this is way better than the actual release, like the actual product.
If I can move without being caught by the searchlights, I'll be able to get to Eggman faster.
Okay, move without getting caught by the searchlights. Okay, but where are we going? That's the part I don't get. I think we have to... Okay, there's a switch. I was about to say, I think maybe we have to beat all the enemies, but no, there's a switch. That makes some sense. Where is this mythical switch?
There's no time. Let's keep going.
I just want to know where this obnoxious switch is, yo. I will keep destroying all of the things. Till I find this so-called switch. This is where not having played Sonic 06 before kind of screwed... Okay, there it is. That's actually super annoying, and if I had lives, I would start over. Because, yeah, I was definitely not expecting it to be there. I was expecting it to be, like, under the boxes or something.
Just leave it to me.
A Tails section? Oh, boy.
I think you can stop the searchlights if you hit them with bombs.
Oh, geez, Tails. Don't be such a puss. Well, well, well. Those do not look friendly. But I mean, yeah, I know it's been tweaked and updated a little bit. But guys, I gotta admit, like, for the rest of the issues that this game has, visually, for 2006, it's pretty damn good. You have me running through lasers and trying to basically stealth as Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, okay, sure. Interesting decision, for sure. I mean, it seems to have worked, but interesting. Uh-oh. Sonic Snake. Metal Gear Sonic. Yeah. Definitely a weird choice. You're waiting for Tails to come out as trans. Oh no. No. No, no, no. All right. We're doing this stage again.
This is a pretty cold place for a base. Press and hold the A button as long as you can, and release it right at the jump ramp.
Okay. I think I've gotten a feel for the mechanics in this, by the way. Like in this stage. particularly with the snowboarding, which felt very awkward at first. It now feels still kind of awkward, but not nearly as bad. Yeah, I actually can kind of control it now. Neat.
Now that's a big snowball.
Yeah, it's super weird to be worrying about what Tails does with his body, and he's kind of young.
Jump! Okay, let's head straight to Eggman's base.
I mean, to be fair, 8 is the age where I figured out that I was, but...
Careful when I break it.
Still definitely not an age to do something about it, let alone come out. Or come out, let alone do something about it. Ways of grammar, whatever. Perfect. Love it.
There should be a switch somewhere.
No, damn it. That hit sucks. But realistically, I was gonna take a hit at some point. There was no way I was passing this without taking a hit.
I think you can stop the searchlights if you hit them with bombs.
Oh? What's this now? Neat.
Those are guided missiles. What's more, they explode on impact. If they lock onto you, you've got to shake them.
A one-up box. Cool. Ow. Yeah, see, we took a hit.
Thanks.
Oh, the little spike screwed me. I was actually gonna get through that. But I caught the edge of the little spike's hitbox.
We're close to Eggman's place.
That would have been so cool to just skip all that stealthing nonsense with just one dash. Ha! Neat. Oh boy, those searchlights are gonna be a problem. Also, oh no, 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 no. Flippin' hell.
We're close to Eggman's place.
skipped the laser outright. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Also, these levels have such like an open sandbox design to them that it's actually sometimes a little bit difficult to tell where to go. Something I'm sure wouldn't be an issue on subsequent playthroughs, but at least right now is mildly frustrating. So I guess that's the drawback with the level design. You take the good with the bad. Like, for example, there I went backwards and it didn't even really feel like it. Yeah, see, this takes you around, which, yeah, and then if you go up, which feels like a natural progression, then yeah, you're going backwards. Oh, but that's why, because the goal's right there. Gotcha. Oh my gosh.
No problem.
Pokey. Oh my gosh, you're saying the silliest things. Silly, silly Toki.
Shadow, don't be late. You're talking to me?
Don't be late. Ooh, that feels rough.
Watch out! It's gonna blow up! No!
This level's a little weird. I did this to myself. Why? By going out with you? Is that how I signed up for you calling an 8-year-old trans? And making jokes about an 8-year-old being trans on my stream? I see. Ah, well, life decisions. Oh, I let go a little bit too soon. Grind that pole. I do be grinding poles. And I let go there way too soon.
Watch out! It's gonna blow up!
No, I missed the pole. Ooh. Unlucky. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. We vibing. Woo-wee. That was an interesting series of jumps.
adjacent rail. Jump while using the left stick.
Gotcha. So that's just like any other Sonic game. Oh boy. I did not see where the adjacent rail was there. There's so much spectacle in this game that sometimes little details get lost. You just end up looking at stuff. I could have done a light dash there. Makes sense.
I've got to be careful if it goes underground, because it'll burst forth to try and surprise me.
Okay. What? I did not mean to do a... What was the most southern thing you've ever heard me say? Because that's an interesting claim. I don't know what would have been so irredeemably southern, but I would like to find out.
I've got to be careful if it goes underground, because it'll burst forth to try and surprise me.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess.
Okay, let's blast through here.
Okay, that was an interesting interaction. Thanks for that, game. So was that. Sonic's world is so dystopian, but nobody really calls it out. Well, it depends on the interpretation, and it also depends on the game. There are many different Sonic interpretations, just as there are with, like, comic book characters and stuff. And, there's, like, mainline games, there's side games, etc., etc. It's really, really hard to outright call anything in Sonic, you know, how do I put this? It's really, really hard to say that anything in Sonic is, like, under a consistent tone or theme. It's much like Mario in that regard, where, like, you've got a wide range of situations and styles and whatnot that Sonic can be involved in. To the extent that there's a lot of debate over the identity of the character in the series and, like, where it was headed and where it was ultimately going to end up, and it still kind of has that identity crisis. The only thing that it has as, like, a core tenet of identity, like the Sonic franchise itself, is, well, you gotta go fast. And even that isn't as consistent as you'd think. Like, there are a lot of games where, for inexplicable reasons, Sonic goes very slow.
It looks like I can jump from there.
I hate those swing jumps. It's so hard to gauge your momentum on them. Oh boy. Yeah, the number one issue I'm running into on this game is the camera, which, considering that this game itself, like the core source material, is from 2006,
It looks like I can jump from
I really shouldn't be surprised. But then again, there's also like a lot of fixed animation sequences and whatnot that really kind of make it more difficult than it has to be, because you don't really have free form control over your character. Like, there's a lot of points in the game where it wants to do a set piece rather than a gameplay experience, which is frustrating. And I think the game is worse off for it.
Here comes a billboard.
I mean, even in the design of this game at a core fundamental level, like, why are there, like, speed sections and then, like, in the normal game, he's quite slow? I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell from this footage because everything is sped up in here. But if you watch original gameplay of the actual, like, normal version of Sonic 06, you'll notice Sonic's kind of slow and heavy. Classic Sonic enjoyer complaining about the camera. Well, a camera's a very, very important part of platforming. Especially in a game where you have so many canned animation set pieces like this. Look how long we were on that loop. And again, I must stress. All right, I'm just not gonna press any button here and watch how long we move. There, I did one jump. Now we're not pressing anything. Now we're not pressing anything. We're not pressing anything. Still not pressing anything. This is all basically a canned animation. And now we get control of our character. And we don't even have, like, momentum. After all of that, and this is one of the issues I saw in, like, reviews of Sonic Frontiers and why I haven't bought it yet. Because that game apparently doesn't have momentum either, something that modders felt the need to fix themselves. But yeah, that was, like, a really weird thing that was possible in Sonic 06 is that you could walk up loops like those. Like, Sonic didn't have to be moving. The loop was, like, magnetized, so you could stand still upside down effectively. And his feet would just be magnetized to the loop. Because the game didn't account for momentum at all, which I think is annoying and defeats the purpose of a game like this. In the older iterations of Sonic the Hedgehog games, momentum was the whole point. You would go fast, not because the base movement speed was just so amazing, but because you would have momentum. And the whole point of the level design was to encourage you to find creative ways to maintain that momentum as long as possible. Because the second that you had to slow down, you'd have to build up that momentum all over again. Magnets in his shoes, that's why they're so big. I'm using a controller for this. I can't really imagine why one would choose to use keyboard and mouse for this kind of experience. Especially a game that was never officially brought to PC in the first place.
Woohoo! What a view! Lava shoots up from that fiery ground. If I use a homing attack on that monster, I'll be able to reach the other side. Gotta be careful not to fall off here.
That was a case of the level design not being updated, like the level not being updated to accommodate the new speed, because with the old thing, that wouldn't have happened. The timing wouldn't have been quite right. I guess I could just evade that in general going forward.
Whoa! Are you all coming out to say hi?
Yeah, a lot of people, even the ones who really, really praise this project that I've noticed so far, will tell you that the game definitely, like, the levels themselves are definitely not designed for the character to have as fast of a basic movement speed as he does. Like, you see this, right? It looks a little jank. It's because it's just really not supposed to be that way in the first place. Also, where's the guard bot that's supposed to be here? Did the guy bug out? There he is.
Point is the core of the head. Gotta hit it once when it comes into view.
Yeah, walk on lava. Hell yeah. Why not, right? Ba-doom. Ba-doom.
Range is gonna collapse any minute.
Oh, I had a decent little bit of control during that homing attack. I'm impressed. I was actually able to make it swerve. But yeah, this game was one of, like, it wasn't the first, but it was one of the earliest games to start bringing in that, like, very railroading feeling that Sonic games have now, where you don't really play them, you watch them.
That's not a nice welcome.
And they've only become more and more and more on-rails experiences over time.
No sweat.
Don't know if I'd call this entire experience a piece of cake, Sonic.
Cool. It's raining fire.
Cool, it's raining. Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog, apparently. Okay, to be fair, that's not especially out of character for him. Everybody gives Shadow shit for that, but like, Sonic was a character designed to be an edgy 90s thing. Like, his initial vibe was supposed to be, you know, edgy teenager, so like, I can't fault them too much on that. That does sound like something that an edgy 90s teenager would have said.
It looks like I can grind on that.
I feel like in many ways, SA2 kind of screwed over the Sonic franchise when it comes to the on-rails set pieces. Because, you know, literal rails were like everywhere in that game. At least like towards later levels. And I do feel like that's where the beginning of Sonic getting really bad, like really, and not like a fun kind of bad either, but like not a, oh, they were ambitious but they, you know, ultimately failed like this game kind of bad, where it's like, oh, you could clean it up, but like the level design is super boring kind of bad. The kind of bad that makes you not really want to play it anymore. Oh my days. It is very hard to see anything. Like, see, I didn't even see that switch initially. Yeah, there's a lot to like about SA2, don't get me wrong. I just feel like because they got away with some lazy level design choices, because it looked cool or whatever, it created some situations that are... like, it created some future problems, basically. It told the developers, hey, we can get away with these things. Which is unfortunate. I feel like SA2, while itself is a pretty decent game, although very overrated, it does not have anywhere near the, you know, flexibility to it that SA1 did, which was SA1's greatest strength. And there was a large portion of SA2 levels that just weren't very good. Like, you could cut out like 2/3 of that game, and unironically, it would legitimately be a better game. Especially the stages from the fucker I'm playing right now. And I just feel like any game that you can say that about, I know Knuckles can climb. I know. Have you not seen me doing it? I know he can climb. I know he can glide. I still need to activate 2 more of these little orbs. Flash the radar. Yeah. No, they're not a timer. You're supposed to hit them. Dang it. You're supposed to hit them, and then when you do, it Like, once you hit all of them, it'll let you pass.
Knuckles!
I'll take care of it.
Press the X button once to do a beat down, again to do a back block, and a third time to do a Stormbreaker punch for a powerful attack.
Like, you see how 2 out of those lights up there are lit up now that I've hit 2 of these? And another one just lit up? Oh, you think they're on a timer? That's possible. I don't know why that would be the case, but it's possible.
Thank you, Knuckles.
Oh, what the heck? I just assumed it would magnetize me to that, like it basically always does. Especially with this area being so dark. I'll give the game this. It's providing me with a legitimate challenge. Bravo to whoever redesigned this, at least. Because it's got that going for it. I hear the end post. Yep.
Yeah! Just made it.
Just made it, huh? Alright, so for some gameplay diversity, I think that is enough of Sonic for right now. We're gonna do some Shadow now. Shadow plays differently. My, what big ears you have. Yeah? What of it? Oop. Ah, I managed it. That's nutty. I love the canceling. Dude, Shadow's gameplay style in this is so fun. Okay. Switch somewhere. Okay, where? Oop. Alright, so I'm up here. What do I do from here? That's the thing I don't get. Like, it clearly wants, for whatever reason, for me to be up here.
Dr. Eggman, what is he up to this time?
jumping.
It's lost both arms. It's a chance. You're off balance, so I can knock it down.
No. Unlucky.
It looks like the door ahead leads into the base. There should be a switch somewhere. Looks like I can grab this handle to move. Just as
Oh, there were supposed to be robots there and it just bugged out. Interesting. Apparently.
We got out of the base, but security's really high. Let's see.
You can glide by holding the A button after jumping.
Be doing Rouge stuff, apparently.
You don't want to get caught in a searchlight. You're going to have to use bombs.
Cling to a wall and press the B button to place a bomb on the wall.
Okay, but like, why do we want to place bombs on the wall? Rouge is such a weird mixture between like Knuckles' gameplay and Tails' that it's like super questionable. I just feel like they didn't know what they wanted to do with her. Which, I mean, okay, understandable. But, like, maybe remove her stages until you know.
Eggman is no match for me. Shadow, why you?
It's a request from the president. I didn't know that you were the agent who failed to infiltrate the location.
Come on. Don't underestimate Rouge the Bat. I got in successfully and got the treasure too. I was only a little slow getting out.
We don't need to stay long. Let's go. If I don't break the searchlights, maybe we can get outside.
There are 5 centuries.
Those searchlights are solid. I'll have to use missiles.
Oh boy.
The buggy is steered with the left stick, while the A button accelerates. Use the right trigger to fire lock-on missiles. Spud has specially developed the GUN armor. You should be able to crash into most obstacles without worry.
Passenger princess. I mean, I guess. Oh boy, that was weird. Okay, I may not be a fan of this buggy. I remember once upon a time we had a little issue because I didn't even know what you meant initially by passenger princess. At least he looks behind him properly. Yeah, I suppose. Shit. Doesn't make this buggy section any better though. This feels kind of terrible to play. I can only oh no 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 no! I can only imagine how it felt before. Oh man, that was a nightmare. Please don't make me drive that thing.
There are 5 searchlights.
Those searchlights seem solid. I'll have to use missiles.
We just established that Rouge can take them out with her bombs. Why do we need to use it?
Spud has specially developed GUN armor.
Okay, whatever. I get it, it's just an excuse to put Shadow in a freaking vehicle, but jeez. It's just so stupid. I feel like I'm playing Banjo Nuts and Bolts right now. That's what I feel like. Oh boy. Oh, and that's not a good feeling.
If I don't get the searchlights, I won't be able to get outside.
There are 5 searchlights.
Those searchlights seem solid. I'll have to use missiles.
Those searchlights seem solid. I have to use missiles.
Hey, can you still use that buggy over there? You can get on it with the Wi-Fi. The Spud has specially developed GUN armor. You should be able to capture most obstacles without
I don't even have to use the missiles. I can just drive into it. It was literally an excuse to get us in a car. Whatever, dude. Sega, you're being weird, champ. I don't even blame the person who ported and redid all the stuff for this. This is Sega's fault. Yo. Are you for realsies right now? This thing just actually gets stuck on a tree. Thank you. There's only one more damnable searchlight. We'll be fine. I say as we crash headfirst into a tree. Is this a Layla pouting? Have you played this shit? Like, I know you know about Sonic 06. And I know you know its problems. And while this may be the definitive way to play Sonic 06, you have to know, this controls like shit.
destroy 5 searchlights to open the door to the outside.
I felt like I already did, but I guess there's one over there. I'm not pouting. It's not the word I would use by any stretch of... Oh my god, is this thing gonna explode? Ah! It's true, I didn't need the freaking thing. I just had to bug the game super freaking hard. You see that? There was a way to do it that didn't suck all along. Question is if that is repeatable.
Yeah, now we can get out of the base.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Need to stay focused.
Yeah, probably.
What a faraway place to set the extraction point.
This is Kingdom Valley. Long ago, there was a royal castle here. I wonder why Soliana moved the castle away from it.
Use the big trigger to fire lock-on missiles. Projectiles.
Oh boy, the game crashed. Another vehicle, Pog. All right, we're gonna play a little bit of Silver's stuff when we start back up here. Because I am done with the vehicle sections. I like the way that Shadow works mechanically when he's actually on the ground. But I feel like I'm not really getting enough of that right now. What? Where'd my saves go? Hello? There we go. Why does it sound like the game's running twice? Oh, because it is running twice. Fun.
Great! Let's go!
Oh, hi, Blaze. Hi, Silver.
To use cycle
something something psychic abilities. That's gonna take some getting used to.
You can use your power to grab the attacks of that flying monster and counter.
There we go. Doing the things. Can't read that right now.
This steel bar has a green mark on it. If I use my psychic here.
I see. Duly noted. I was trying to think of other ways around, but then the camera turned because it wanted me to do it a specific way. Huh. Neat.
That road doesn't look too solid.
Not really, no. Yeah, that didn't get me high enough, so I need to do that off of boxes.
This steel bar has a green mark on it. If I use my psychokinesis here. That road doesn't look too solid. That tornado!
Oh boy. This control's very strange. I am aware. You don't need to walk me through the game.
That road doesn't look too solid. That tornado!
I thought I'd be able to light dash. I don't know why I thought that.
This steel bar has a green mark on it. If I use my psychokinesis here.
But yeah, no, don't be a backseat gamer just because you've played the game before. Let me play.
You can use your power to grab the attacks of that flying monster and counterattack.
That road doesn't look too solid.
Yes, yes, I know.
Tornado!
Interesting.
The building's knocked over. I can wipe them out if I hit that pipe right.
If you hit the pipe right. Hmm. Well, I hit the enemy on the pipe. Oh well, whatever. Interesting.
When it opens its mouth, that's my chance. I've got to dodge, then counterattack.
Break open a container in an intense light. Huh. I don't know about that. You like silver? Yeah, it's definitely a different gameplay style. Very quote-unquote puzzly. Like what AAA developers think is a puzzle. Okay. No. Keep inadvertently backtracking. Resource management is basically this character's entire MO. I almost feel like I'm playing Overwatch right now. Okay, that was literally a camera-enforced death. As soon as I went around that area... Okay, interesting. As soon as I went around that, there was legitimately, like, just about nothing I could have actually done. Because when it looped me around, the camera shifted so dramatically I couldn't even see. But, you know, aside from little snafus like that, I actually feel like this is a pretty good experience. Color me impressed. They managed to do the unthinkable and make Sonic 06 fun. I'm not even gonna bother with that pipe. It's only gonna screw me up.
Leave this to me.
Please!
Oh my! That feels great. And holy shit, Darkness the Curse was not kidding. Blaze is fast. Like, she definitely feels faster than Sonic does, which is interesting to say the least.
Those enemies are involved with our huge supply series. In any case, let's try defeating them first.
Okay, that's a really strange button for the homing attack. That is a very, very unique gameplay style.
Those enemies are involved in that huge sunrise series. In any case, let's try defeating them first.
But you know what? I'm vibing with it.
This is nowhere near over. Silver!
I'll go on ahead.
This whole area is destroyed.
Okay, how many it's no uses can we get in chat? By the way. The meme. The meme for the telekinetic man. Do the thing. Do the thing where he freaking freezes Sonic a billion times. Seeing those memes is always hilarious. Sonic just gets frozen in air a billion times in a boss fight. The question is, does anyone but Toki vibe with that? Okay, I have genuinely no idea what I'm supposed to do here, and neither does the camera, apparently. Oh, what has happened? What in the... Bruh. Camera. Could you, like, not? So I think I'm supposed to pick up a car and then throw it into the wall, which should then break the wall. That is what I believe to be the objective right now. Yes. A little clunky, but workable.
This looks so beautiful. It looks like this Lotus will help me jump based on how long I charge my psychokinesis.
Good to know.
If you use your psychokinesis on the middle of the log. It will move back and forth. Use it to destroy walls and roll balls.
How do I get it to control onto the log, though?
If you use your psychokinesis on the middle of the log, it will move
I guess I
back and
have
forth.
to be on the
Use
log.
it to destroy walls and roll balls.
Yep.
Looks like I can use this to go up.
Neat.
Bomb in that container. I need to be careful and open it.
You can hang on vines and swing on them. Jump when you see the butt glow. You should be able to jump higher.
Well, that was excessive.
It looks like this lotus will help me jump based on how long I charge my psychokinesis.
It doesn't feel like it belongs in a Sonic game, but I actually do like this gameplay style. It's very hard to get a handle on, though.
It looks like this lotus will help me jump based on how long I charge my psychokinesis.
It feels a little counterintuitive, but I do like it.
I can't grab Vulcan cannon shots, but I can block them with my psychokinesis.
I feel like if I got used to this, it would be really freaking fun.
Looks like I can use this to go up. There's a bomb in that container. I need to be careful and open it. When both arms are gone, I can attack it and knock it over. That's my chance to grab it with my psychokinesis.
You hate this level? I actually, so far, I'm really enjoying it.
These are submerged ancient ruins.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Which actually reminds me that I could be watching some ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da with the Toki. You guys may not know what that means, but she'll know what that means. And that's all that matters. Whoa! Whew. This guy was just chilling under the floor. Yo, what the hell? What the heck? No! That was so cheap. Do your strim. I mean, I'm probably gonna game over here in a second anyway, and it's already been a couple hours, so. And because I'm having physical issues today, like my body's not cooperating with me, which is one of the reasons I didn't want to do the normal streaming, and also I just wanted to do something kind of throwaway to test AV1 a little bit. Yeah, it's very possible that I might just stop. I'm gonna try something. Oh, come on. I thought I could make that gap. I mean, I guess I could have if I was a little more careful. You're doing the Overwatch. I see. I still think I'm gonna call it there, though. If nothing else, I'll just watch the Sixers game with Ray. I think that's enough for me for now. I'm starting to sweat, and I clearly wasn't physically right even when I started this. I was having one of the days where I spent a lot of time on the bathroom. I don't feel like I need to elaborate on that too much. But yeah, this was a fun experience. And I got good feedback on the actual stream quality, which is the thing I cared about most, is testing the AV1. So I'm going to look back on that and see how it actually all turned out. But I'm actually fairly optimistic. This should be a big step forward for my streams. I might nap, I might not. We'll see. Also, I love the way that you wrote that to have a double meaning. Good grief. I want to bonk you. Alright, good night, everyone.